Welcome to Abstralbras. Write a function that checks if a given number is a perfect square in JavaScript. In this video, we will look into that. But before that, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm bringing similar content on this topic. Okay. We can check if a given number is a perfect square in JavaScript by taking the square root of the number and checking if it is an integer. For example, define a function that takes an argument. The purpose of this function is to determine whether the number passed as an argument is a perfect square or not. Calculate the square root of a given number using the math square root method and assign the result to a variable. Use the equality operator to check if square root is equal to the result of math floor square root. Math floor returns the largest integer less than or equal to a given number. So if the square root of provided number is a whole number, math square root and math floor will both return the same value and the equality operator will return true. Call this function with a number as argument. In case of 25, it's a perfect square because 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. But in case of 24, it's not a perfect square because 4 multiplied by 4 is 16 and 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. Also have a look at this. Math square root of 24 and math floor square root. These are not equal. But in case of 25, these are same. So these two should be equal to prove that number is perfect square. In other words, a perfect square is a number that is the result of squaring an integer. For example, 4, 9, 16. The square root of 24 is approximately 4.9, which is not an integer. So the number 24 is not a perfect square. There is another way of doing it. Define a function that takes an argument. Use an if statement that checks if the ceiling of the square root of a given number is equal to the floor of the square root of a given number. If the ceiling and floor of the square root are equal, it means that the square root is a whole number and the number passed as an argument is a perfect square. If the ceiling and floor of the square root are not equal, it means that the square root is not a whole number and the number passed as an argument is not a perfect square. Again, the math floor rounds down and returns the largest integer less than or equal to a given number, and the math ceiling rounds up and returns the smaller integer greater than or equal to a given number. Call the function with the number as argument and the result will be displayed. "24 is not a perfect square. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 are the numbers that are perfect square." So this is how we can check if a number is a perfect square or not in JavaScript. Okay, I hope it helped. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.